In a bustling city where people moved too fast to notice one another, an old man named Dennis sat on the same bench every day, watching life pass him by. He had once been a successful businessman, but after a series of misfortunes, he had lost everything. Now he lived alone, his days filled with quiet loneliness and regret. One chilly morning, as Dennis sat shivering on his usual bench, a young woman named Emma walked by. Unlike most passers-by, she noticed him. Something in his weary eyes touched her heart, and she stopped. "Good morning, sir," she said with a warm smile. Dennis looked up, surprised. It had been a long time since anyone had spoken to him kindly. "Morning," he replied cautiously. Emma sat beside him. "Would you like a coffee?" "I was just about to grab one." Dennis hesitated but then nodded. A few minutes later, Emma returned with 2 steaming cups. They talked, at first about simple things, then about life. Dennis shared stories of his past, and Emma listened intently. From that day on, Emma made it a habit to stop and chat with Dennis. She brought him food, warm clothes, and most importantly, companionship. Over time, Dennis's spirit seemed to lift. He started smiling more, even laughing. One day, after weeks of their friendship, Dennis handed Emma a small envelope. "This is for you," he said with a mysterious smile. Emma opened it to find an old, crumpled piece of paper. As she read it, her eyes widened in shock. It was a check, a very large check. "Dennis, what is this?" she gasped. Dennis chuckled. "I wasn't always poor. I had money, but I lost sight of what truly mattered. Your kindness reminded me. I want you to use it to help others, just like you helped me." Emma's eyes filled with tears. She promised to honor his wish. With the money, she started a small shelter to help the homeless, ensuring that others like Dennis would never be forgotten. Years later, the shelter had grown into a thriving community, all because one young woman had stopped to show kindness to a lonely old man on a cold morning. Dennis's story, once one of loss, had become one of hope, proof that even the smallest act of kindness can change a life forever.